You're live. This is the aaronzero show with another edition of Today's Noise and all the noise you never want to hear. And what do we have? Well, we have breaking news here. The Cockroach Janta Party, a party formed by students, or should I say a student leader, Mr. Abhijit Dipke, has had meetings with the government. And I look upon this student party as a game changer, possibly a game changer in Indian politics, because they are demanding the resignation of a minister, which Mr. Modi, that is PM Modi, is trying to avoid. And I think that is where the sticking point is. And it is quite unique that they want the resignation of a minister who they feel is corrupt. They feel there's corruption in the education ministry from top to bottom. That's why there are paper leaks all the time. Somebody's making money off those paper leaks while poor people are getting slammed with a huge bill, examination bill, etc. But I must say, the attitude of the young students who have uh, gathered there in the Jantar Mantar is anything but serious. They are trying to have a laugh, trying to have a good time, and they have a really good attitude. That's what I would say to the situation that is evolving. So it is a tenuous situation that is evolving with the government first using a heavy handed police, etc., and that created an outroar. And even the political parties, of course, are now supporting the students in their actions because the students represent a political firebomb, and or everybody's trying to jump onto that bandwagon. And the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has said that he stands with the students, while the wife of the activist Sonam Wangchuck says that he's insincere and that he should have had the meeting at the Jantar Mantar and not at the Prime Minister's house. I don't agree with her. I think it was good that he did a demonstration right in front of the Prime Minister's house to put more pressure on the Prime Minister. Otherwise, Mr. Modi would not give a damn. And so that was good. And then Mr. Gandhi was arrested from the Prime Minister's house area, I mean, outside. So that is good. I mean, that is a wake up call of a sort to Mr. Modi, if he has a wake up call. I don't know. So that is where the situation is. It's a fluid situation. The students want the resignation of this minister, Mr. Pradhan. They want no cases against the students who were there, and they want the cops to be punished, and they want a 1 crore payment to each of the students who have committed suicide. 1 crore is about $100,000. So those are their demands. I don't know if there are any future demands. And as of the latest news, the government is considering the resignation of Mr. Pradhan, the education minister. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi had changed the education secretary there in the ministry and put in another guy who apparently has corruption cases on him. So, not a good choice, I would think, if you're putting in somebody who has some cases against him. So, who knows whether the entire government is full of corruption? You never know. But the students bring with them a breath of fresh air into Indian politics. That's what they do, a new attitude. And who knows, maybe the Cockroach Janta Party might enter the political discourse, and they might want to register as a party and run for elections. Who knows? That might well be because the founder of the party, Mr. Abhijit Tipke, started the party as a joke on a website while he was studying in Boston, USA, and soon had 5,000 uh, queries there on his website. And when it expanded, it swelled up to 22 million people. So that's a huge amount of people. And from the demonstrations we have seen all across the country, the student protest movement has support all over the country, from as far away as Arunachal Pradesh, which is right on the border with China. Itanagar, the students out there are ready to protest. To Maharashtra, Mumbai, they had a big protest. UP, Bihar, and right down south in Chennai, etc. So it has evolved into an all India protest movement, and that should make the government sit up and take notice. Otherwise, woe are the days. That's all I can say, because they ain't going away anywhere then, and that student demonstration will carry on, and it will then be a bizarre situation indeed. So they've been at Jantar Mantar, I believe, for a couple of weeks, and they are planning to sit it out. And the astonishing thing is they're receiving support, food, etc., from outside. Absolute strangers are sending them food via the delivery services. So that is something to be welcomed for these hungry students. So it's a game-changing moment in the Indian story. That is what I see, and hopefully some heads will roll and the game will change, and the game will change for the better. Prime Minister Modi hopefully will do the necessary needful. I personally like his way of handling things and the way he has done the government, but of course there are many people who don't like the way he has done the government, etc. A person in point would be Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, who blames him for next to everything. And so it is a game changer moment on the Indian political and student scene. And we will have to see what develops from here. Hopefully, good things happen. I myself would like to see a subsidy that all students would pay the lowest possible fee to take an entrance exam, and the government would pay the rest, so that they are not in debt, and so that poor people can also afford to take an exam that they need to qualify for a job. Of course, the other problem we have is job creation. The government should have a minister full time just in creating jobs for the thousands or millions of people that are here, young people without a job. Because when young people get a degree, graduate from the university, etc., they're full of hope, and the first thing they need is a job. So we have to put them into some jobs that is good for the situation, good for the country, good for our development, etc. So let us hope that the students will be successful and have a winning outcome. And we thank you for watching and subscribe by the billion.